Welcome to Reflect Room TV with Dr. Mark. In the last episode, I said something that most parents don't want to agree with me. That some children are not speaking out because nothing is happening. Some children are not speaking out because they are afraid. In today's episode, I'm going to show you those signs that parents miss out before it's too late. These signs are not always obvious. They are not threatening. They don't look like danger. They are common signs that parents miss out. These signs look like normal behavior in our day-to-day activities. A father once shared something that stayed with me. He said the daughter suddenly just withdrawn. The daughter suddenly became quiet, not rude, not rebellious, just withdrew to herself. The father thought the daughter was just growing up. Needless to know that the daughter was just trying to avoid something. These were things that I've heard repeatedly, even in many conversations that people have online. Some adults tend to admit that these signs were there even when they were younger, but they were misunderstood at the time. You know why? Because most children rarely explain things directly. They show it in behavior. They use signs to communicate their feelings. And this is one of the areas we miss out as parents. Now, when these behaviors are ignored, the child no longer feels safe. They withdraw to loneliness. They become so quiet, and quietness becomes their protection. So let me walk you through 5 warning signs. Now, this is not to scare you, but this is to help you become more sensitive and also to notice other things that parents miss out. One of the signs, and first of it, is sudden behavior change. A child who was once open suddenly becomes distant. A child who was once very active suddenly withdraws. Some of them even become so unusually, unnecessarily aggressive. Most parents misunderstand it to be a phase. It's just a phase in their life. But the truth is, sometimes, most times, it's not. The second sign is fear of a specific person or place. This one is most often ignored by most parents. A child avoiding either going somewhere or she doesn't feel staying around someone that she used to stay around before and can't really explain or have not the words to explain why. And you can't actually pick out these things. Now, most adults respond by saying, go and greet him. Don't be rude. Black manner. You see someone you can't greet, not realizing that that fear was a communication and could mean something. I've heard of a particular scenario when a relative visited the house. The child would just withdraw from the parlor. And when they asked to go and greet, the child would just begin to cry. And everyone thought that the child was actually being stubborn. The third sign is knowledge or behavior beyond their age. When a child begins to say or do something, something that does not match their age or exposure, many adults in this case laugh it off, not realizing that it's a learned behavior. The fourth sign is changes in sleep or mood, nightmares, bedwetting, or sudden fears at night. These are not always just emotions, they are signs, they are signals of communication. Because children, like I said earlier, they show, they don't speak and explain through behaviors. The fifth sign is secrecy or unusual attachment. When a child becomes unusually secretive or suddenly becomes attached to someone in a way that feels very excessive or uncomfortable. Many patterns shared by survivors show that confusion, secrecy, and manipulations often go together. Now, after listening to different parents and coming across several conversations and stories, I've realized something very, very important. I've realized that these sounds are really loud. They are subtle. And this is why they are missed out. Because children don't always explain with words. They show you with behaviors. They speak in signs. So, Dr. Mark, so what should I do? Don't panic. Don't accuse. But don't ignore. Create a space where your daughter feels safe to speak to you without fear. Where your child can initiate conversation. Even, things that ordinarily a child would have initiated. The child at that point will feel safe. Because in many homes, children are taught to respect adults, but never always taught to communicate matters of grave concerns, matters that are wrong. And this silence can be dangerous. In the next episode, we are going deeper into some things parents struggle with, why children don't speak out, even when they desperately want to. If this opens your eyes in any way, then share it. because one parent becoming aware can change a child's life. And when we say family, it may not just be your nuclear family, it can also be an extended family. And if you want to learn how to protect your child or become a child counselor either in your school, in your church, or take it as a niche, then subscribe now, because this is the conversation that every family will need. Stay connected to Reflect Room, because sometimes what we call a normal behavior is a child asking for help.